Hey, it's Ron Ipack. Thanks for watching today's video. You know, for the past 6 weeks, I've been doing this carnivore diet and talking about all the really good things I've gotten from it. Today, I'm gonna kind of flip the script a little bit and tell you how much it actually sucks. Yes, there are things about this diet that actually sucks, and they revealed their ugly head this week, and I want to share those with you. So first, before we get to the suckage part of it, let's go ahead and talk about a couple things that are new that were crazy good about this carnivore diet. The number one thing, I've always heard from people, they get to a certain point where food is no longer a luxury thing to get, or they don't crave the food. It's not a social aspect anymore. It's just fuel. And that always puzzled me. It's like, how could you just think of food as a fuel source? Well, I think I've gotten to that point. No longer am I craving anything. No longer am I, wondering, what it would be like to be eating carbs or sugar. I'm just realizing that it's just fuel, and I'm taking in the right amount of fuel, and I'm feeling so much better. So I don't think of food the way I used to, and that is a big change. And it took me 6 weeks to get to that point, because in the very beginning, when I was considering doing this diet, you kind of worry about that. Is you're so used to all those different flavors in your mouth, and how are you going to get rid of them? Or you're used to going to a restaurant and the social aspects of it. That seems to be changing for me right now. And let me tell you, it's a whole lot easier to stay good when you don't have that feeling of needing something else to eat. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that everything I'm eating is bland and it's tasteless and I've just kind of lost my taste for food. Far from it. I love eating meat. I love eating bacon. I love eating beef and ribeye and all that kind of stuff all the time. And I don't think I'll ever get tired of that. That is phenomenal. I still enjoy good food, but I'm eating it. It just happens to taste good, I guess is what I'm trying to get through. The second thing that happened this past weekend, my wife and I went on a little 4-day vacation down to Florida, and I spent almost every waking hour outside in the sun. Now, why this is different and why I'm talking about that is because for the last 10, maybe 15 years, my skin has been burning very easily. I'm not a pale guy, and I tan pretty good, but for some reason, my skin would get roasted pretty quick, even with sunscreen on. And then what would happen is I would develop a rash, an itchy rash. I used to call it sun poisoning, but it's maybe a heat rash or sun rash, or I don't know exactly what it is. As a matter of fact, my dermatologist couldn't even tell me what it is. I showed it to him, and he thought, I don't know, just stay out of the sun. A lot of help, right? So, but that's what I've been dealing with. I would go out in the sun and want to enjoy the sun and get a tan and things like that, but I would pay for it, and it would be itchy. It would be not necessarily painful, but it would just be very uncomfortable. I spent almost every waking hour over these past 4 days down in the Florida sun, and not only did I not burn, I didn't get any of that rash anywhere on my body. Crazy, right? I didn't expect anything like this. I just happened to notice that all of a sudden my skin was so much better that I didn't get that rash. I've never heard that before on the carnivore diet. I don't know if it's just a byproduct of that. Maybe it's all up in my head. Maybe I just willed my way through this, and because I'm getting so many benefits from the carnivore diet, that maybe this is just another thing that's going to be awesome. I don't know. Either way, I'm not itching and scratching and burning, okay? So it wound up being very good. So those are the two new things that I noticed this week. It was the food now is just a fuel source to me, and no more rash. Both very positive things. Now let's get to the suckage part. I did mention that we're down on the beach for the past 4 days, and having limited menu items and limited places to go that kind of sucks, right? You have to, every restaurant we went to, we had to look at the menu. I considered even calling the restaurants beforehand to see if they would be able to accommodate my carnivore diet. And what do I mean by that is, like, well, if I just wanted to get a big juicy half-pound burger, I wanted to get a couple of those patties. Down on the beach, those are $20. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a tightwad when it comes to that. I don't want to spend $40 for 2 pieces of meat. So, you have to talk with your servers and let them know that you're on a meat-only diet and you can't have anything else with it. It's only meat, but you don't want to have to pay for 2 whole sandwiches. It's an uncomfortable, or it's a different conversation. It's not that difficult to have, and I found everybody was accommodating for that. One way or another, they found a way to give me a break on an extra patty. Now, going to McDonald's, not a big deal. You just go in there and just say, I'll order from the a la carte menu, and I just want 5, of your quarter-pound patties, and they're $1.50, $2 a piece. That's already there, right? It's easy. But when they're getting $20 for a burger and there's limited restaurants, you have to do a few extra gyrations. Now, on the plus side of that, because I'm not drinking alcohol, and I'm not doing all the frou-frou drinks. Even if I was doing virgin pina coladas down there, I'm not taking in all that sugar and everything like that. Even a virgin pina colada on the beach is $18. So I was saving money by not having that. I was drinking water, and hell, it's free, right? So I guess it more than balanced out. So yeah, it does suck. You are going to have to plan ahead when you're going on vacation in order to be able to stay carnivore. The second thing that sucked was I developed these leg cramps in the middle of the night. Now talk about really sucking. The sleep is so much better when I started this carnivore diet, and I talked about that on a previous video. But to be jolted awake because your leg just cramps up, that sucks, okay? And I think it had something to do with the diet. I watched another video where somebody else talked about their nasty leg cramps. Fortunately, I watched that, and the carnivore community is amazing. And I got to tell you, I want to thank everybody for the videos and information they put out there, because it really has helped. Because when I do come across these things, I have an idea on how to fix that. And the solution that this person gave, I can't remember who it was, or I'd give them actual credit for it. They said they needed to start drinking a lot more water and taking a lot more electrolytes. So I immediately, first night was awful, lots of leg cramps, and it really kept me awake a lot of the nights. But I just started drinking a lot more water and a lot more electrolytes. The next night it came in a little lighter, and then the night after that it was gone. So nip that sucker in the butt. If that's exactly what it was, if it was the water, electrolytes, or it was even the diet that caused those leg cramps, they were gone. So 2 good things, 2 sucky things, kind of equal out on this video. So I want to thank you very much for watching this video. And before you go, look, if you got some good value from this, please do me a favor, share it with somebody, like the video, drop a comment down below, ask some questions, subscribe to this channel. All those things are going to help my videos be found, because that's the reason why I'm doing these videos, is to help as many people as possible on my journey and show them what I'm doing, in hopes that maybe they'll adopt a healthier lifestyle and get the same benefits that I am getting from it. So do that, take 2 seconds. I really appreciate it, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.